So not the first time he has been the #1 bantamweight contender, but most would argue this is a totally different beast than the man who arrived in a championship setting prior. Your thoughts on the #1 contender coming in here tonight?
You know, when you get here, you find an opportunity to try and become the man. But if it doesn't work out, you got to find your way back. That's exactly what this guy did. Not many believe that he would find his way back to this championship. He has, but now he understands that this will be the last chance. Last chance to become the champion. He cannot miss this opportunity. It's all or nothing for this guy walking into the octagon.
As some might say, don't be Russell Westbrook, right? Don't get to the NBA Finals one time, you gotta get back.
Twice. You gotta get there twice.
Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down, he wants to pressure you, he wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Assassin. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, we are ready to get this round underway, and you know Merab Dvalishvili is a guy who probably doesn't need 60 seconds between rounds. He is the machine. There may be no more appropriate nickname in the sport. It's offense in bunches. He's one of the more offensive fighters in the sport, and
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Big ground and pound.
early connection with the left from the champ. Making all these shots count. And now he's got the back. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way.
Holy smokes!
Oh, hip toss to get him down.
Oh, nice. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close it.
And how much more can he take? All right, setting up for an armbar now.
Arm very tight. This has got to be it.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Nice positional control here. Seconds to go here in round one. $30 seconds to go in the round.
Using a lot of good movement.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
They're confident over there.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Nice hook. Oh, and he found the target again.
Oh, brilliant tree. He passes to half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dvalishvili.
Oh, nice right hand. Champ, yeah.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his
Man,
way.
get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two.
Beautiful ground strikes landed. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Beautiful transition.
Dominate those wrists.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Side control now. Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili.
Great job landing from the top position.
And there it is. Another strike gets through on the ground. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you, look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I gotta keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, let's go inside the octagon now. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke. And still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab, the Machine, Dvalishvili.
So there he is, all smiles, the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world. That is the way he came in. That is the way he goes out after turning in a huge submission win here tonight. And now all that's left to do is to celebrate the effort. You see him with his corner in his